Alright folks, we're at stage 7 of the broken space, the new broken space against the hardest bosses. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. What was that? What was that? Oh my goodness, 560 million? Let's check it out here. We have one more active. Alright, so let's check out the end of combat report. I can't wait. Oh, almost 7 billion. Wow, that slot 1 Dark Arthindol with the crit at the end. This was not even a great attempt. I was not expecting that high of a damage. This guy just wouldn't die, and Belrain as well. Wow. Okay, let's do another one. Actually, yeah, looks like I got look at the healing. Now, next on up, I'm going to pretty much explain how this is working. The video, well, the fight is at ×1 speed. How on earth are these ladies, the Dark Arthindols, doing that kind of damage? Well, let me talk about the support heroes. Let's talk about it in detail together. So we have the elephant in the room. I don't even know if it's a dude or a girl. The hand looks like a girl, but we have Deathsworn. And Deathsworn, when it dies, and our team is just not letting it die, and we need it to die, and I'll explain why. So Deathsworn, when it dies, well, when it's alive as well, it puts a burn debuff, and that pretty much checks the list of getting that monster synergy. So we're rocking the Phoenix monster, and that's gonna, the Deathsworn is going to, fill that requirement of the 80% more. Okay, there she goes. He goes. He's dead. So our Dark Arthindols are going to have that burn synergy, because when Deathsworn dies, it applies 15 rounds of burn damage over time debuff. So we're gonna have that checked. We have the Phoenix synergy for these DAs. Now, what about Amin-Ra? Well, just to pretty much like a little cushion to keep the DAs alive until the later rounds. At the later rounds, as you are seeing, because of the enable skill Balance Strike on these ladies, the Dark Arthindols, when she does crit, she's gonna pretty much heal herself back up, making, well, Amin-Ra as well as Belrain pretty much obsolete. Belrain is still there to give that early round heals for the entire team, and of course the attack boost. Now you want heroes to die in the mid to later rounds, because Ada as well as Aspen, their active attacks hit 4 random targets. So if you have only 4 heroes up, then your DAs are going to be hit, and that is good news because of her last passive. Dark Arthindol's last passive, when she does get hit, every time she loses at least 3% of her max HP, she's going to get these buffs, as you are seeing in the bottom left corner of your screen. So that is why you're seeing her energy getting filled up. Not only that, she heals herself with her amazing huge crits, so she's able to refill her health bar up and able to take that huge amount of damage from not only Aspen, but mostly from Ada, because Ada's balanced mark, right? So when DAs use their actives, they're hurting themselves, which refuels their energy so that they're able to do their active attacks back to back to back, as well as 5.8 billion, as well as Ada's last passive deals damage at the end, well, at the beginning of the round. So that damage gives more energy, more skill damage, as well as more attack to Dark Arthindol, making her like a turret. She is just non-stop doing massive numbers. So let's check it out. Slot 1 DA, I guess, just didn't have a good day in terms of crits. This is what happens when you use 2 Dark Arthindols. It is a little less consistent, but if they both can do at least 4 billion, then you're gonna have a nice number that you can show to all your friends. If you have only one Dark Arthindol, you can incorporate Cruise up in there, or another Amun-Ra, or just a bunch of other things to make your solo Dark Arthindol do insane amount of damage. And as you guys saw in my news video, there was one that did 9 billion, but people were able to do 5, 4, 3, or 6 billion damage even with one Dark Arthindol. By having two, you have to sacrifice one utility hero, but you can get a little bit more consistent results. But as you guys are seeing right now, look at Ada's HP. So of course, because Ada is a light hero, Dark Arthindol is going to do extra damage against Ada. So once Ada dies, then Dark Arthindol pretty much they're sad. You have to sit her and you just have to 1v1 that Aspen down. Dark Arthindol is not going to carry you all the way, but you're going to eliminate the biggest threat in the room by getting rid of Ada, which has that balanced mark as well as the end of the round damage from her last passive. And she also has that healing effect reduce debuff, as you are seeing right there on Amun-Ra. Okay, so since Ada is like at 1%, let me just show you guys the gear, the setup, the full mage set. You want to have a crit stone with a crit artifact. Of course, Staff Punisher of Immortal will really help out. Her having a skin will also help you out, of course, giving you that attack, skill damage, and her stats, as you are seeing, she has 60% crit. And if she doesn't crit, then she doesn't get healed back up. And that is one of the ways that makes her a little bit inconsistent, because she'll fall behind. She needs to crit to trigger the balanced strike right there. Where is it at? No. This one, the Angry Orc Face. So let's dissect how Dark Arthindol's active attack works. So when she releases her active attack, she's going to hurt herself because of Ada's balanced mark. If Dark Arthindol has Ada's balanced mark debuff, when Dark Arthindol does her active, she's going to lose her HP. But if DA's active attack crits, it's gonna be a clean slate, because she's gonna heal herself all the way to full HP, especially in the mid to late rounds, because she's doing so much damage. So when she does her active with Ada's balanced mark, she's going to lose HP, but she's going to heal herself back up with Balanced Strike. But because she lost HP, she's going to regain some of that energy back, as well as gaining her attack, as well as skill damage from her last passive. And at the end of the round, Ada is going to do her last passive, so 300% of Dark Arthindol's attack. And because Dark Arthindol has so much attack, it's going to push Dark Arthindol's HP down below like 50%. That also gives her more energy, more attack, more skill damage on Dark Arthindol. That is why her damage is just getting ramped up and up and up, thanks to Ada's last passive, as well as balanced mark from Ada. So the reason why it is inconsistent is because a lot of things need to go right. Dark Arthindol needs to have, well, it helps if she has Ada's balanced mark. So when Dark Arthindol does her active attack, it refuels her energy, gives her more attack, as well as skill damage. And also she needs to crit with that active attack to fill her HP bar to full, because at the end of the round, Ada's last passive will cut Dark Arthindol's HP by a lot, because Dark Arthindol has a lot of attack buff, and the damage Dark Arthindol takes is based off her attack, so she needs to be completely topped off. And Amun-Ra is pretty much there to just negate Aspen, just to put Aspen out of the equation, and just to deal with Ada's balanced mark as well as Ada's last passive. The reason why I'm running Purify when I do want the balanced mark and all of that stuff from Ada is because it's just too much sometimes, and DA is just not able to catch up. If she doesn't crit, there's just no room for error without Purify. Dark Arthindol in the old days, she was mostly just the CC PvP hero. With the rework, people are finding new ways to incorporate her in PvE as well. She is useful not only in Seal Land, she is very important. Of course, other dark heroes play a role, but right now she is one of the main ingredients to reaching or finishing your Seal Land in the dark faction. Not only that, but against the new broken spaces, the last stage, stage 7, the hardest bosses, Dark Arthindol is doing work. So if you can get her from the altar shop and you want to build her and you want to save your glorious relics, she is not a bad hero whatsoever to build in PvE as well as PvP. Anyways, hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with my reactions. Anyways, guys, make sure you smash that like button and consider subscribing as well. I'll see you guys in another episode. See you guys then. Peace.